and it will have implications for decades to come.
It sounds like you're actually open to the idea that it might be the right decision for him to step aside.
Let's be honest about where we're at. Let's take a second to be honest about where we're at as a country, looking out into the political landscape. The fact of the matter is, you can only make decisions about what you choose based on what's presented to you, on the best evidence that you could gather. We had a presidential debate, and you are to make a decision, make a choice based on what has been presented to you. From a distance, you're not sitting with Biden or Trump. You don't have as much as people want to claim that they have every ounce of the facts, you don't have all of them, and you have to make a decision. Let's take a look at what most people are saying.
Into the field about President Biden and how voters are reacting to his age. And shocker, it is not great. Let's put this up there on the screen. Does Biden have the mental and cognitive health to serve as president? This is registered voters. Does 27% for Biden. Trump, 50%. Does not, 72% for Biden, 49% for Trump. Should Biden be running for president? Should is 28%. It was 37% in February of 2024, not that long ago. Should not, 63% in February, now at a full-on 72%. So the vast majority of people saying, no, he should not be running here. Only a
So this is something that is absolutely crazy to me. 72% say that our current president should not be running for president. And what's crazy is that from the former poll, let me see if I can bring this back. 72% say that he doesn't even have the mental or cognitive health to serve as president. Like, look at those numbers. Look at what most of the people are saying. And we're going based off of what we've been shown. That's all you can do. And we could talk about Trump. We could talk about Trump. You could talk about the lies. You could talk about all of those things. And like Saga just said, it's not the fact that Trump is doing incredibly well in these polls all of a sudden. It's the fact that Biden did so terribly in this debate that it gives Trump a boost because he's the only other choice. You understand? And all of a sudden, you get very terrified about the most powerful man in the world not being able to finish a sentence off the cuff. You might consider the guy next to him, even if he is a convicted felon and all these other things, because at least he seems like he's got his faculties in order. It's insane that this is the choice that you have. I feel like, once again, I argue this point all the time, and I know some people get upset for me at arguing it, but Democrats have not done a great job at showing themselves to be reliable, at giving people trust. Now, I'm not, look, we could get into the Republican Party as well, because I'm not for the Republican Party either. All I'm highlighting is that we got to be honest about what we're looking at here. We got to be honest about the choices here. Well, this is going to be a worse option. Choosing Republican will be a worse option. Well, I don't know when your current president is saying he could do 4 more years of this, and he looks like this.
Strengthen our healthcare system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. With dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare,
when your president sounds like that didn't even show the other clip where he ended up finishing saying, I forgot what he said, and then Trump was just like, I have no idea what he said. I don't think he has an idea what he just said. When your president is doing that, and you want to give him the ultimate power in this country? You want to trust that he even understands what's going on right now? My point in the matter is, and a lot of people might get mad at this, but this is not a choice. This is not an option. Take a look at this here.
This is from a Harvard-Harris poll. It says, among those who watched the debate, did the debate make you more or less likely to vote for Biden? Biden, less likely, 42%. No impact, 35%. More likely, 23%. Trump, more likely, 40%. No impact, 35%. Less likely, 26%. So look, for Biden, you still got the biggest number there at 42% saying I'm less likely to vote for you. That is not good.
And there's already been reporting on this, that the Democratic way of handling this is to shut down anyone speaking against him, shut down any type of negative press, show that he's got his faculties together and stuff like that, right? From what I've understood is that there wasn't even a primary. It's Biden, we're going with Biden, full steam ahead, and that's it. And this is not, let me be clear, because I know that this is coming off like oh, I hate Democrats. But no, I don't. I got to give him credit where credit is due, because it's his administration. And I do feel like there were certain things that have been done that has set the country on the right path. I do, you know. I'm talking about the next 4 years, though. How can I put my vote, which is valuable, my choice? It goes back to this choice, right? What options do I have? Well, y'all made sure that Biden on the Democrat side was my only option. You can't be mad now that I don't want that option anymore. You can't be mad if I turn to Trump. And you can't be mad if I choose not to vote. You can't be mad at that, because all you've given me are these two options.
Well, the debate performance was rough. It was a very bad night for the president.
I think people want to make sure that this is a campaign that's ready to go and win, that the president and his team are being candid with us about his condition, that this was a real anomaly.
These are two senators on the left that is being vocal about this. Some of the first.
Tim Ryan, former Senate candidate in Ohio, Democrat. He says, we have to rip the Band-Aid off. There's too much at stake. The vice president has significantly grown into her job. She will destroy Trump in a debate, highlight the choice issue, energize our base, bring back young voters, and give us generational change. Quote, it's time.
This is like a damning type of statement to make. You could try and sweep it on the rug or anything like that, but after one debate, this is what people are saying.
I think what you're getting to here is that his decision not only impacts who's going to serve in the White House the next 4 years, but who's going to serve in the Senate, who's going to serve in the House, and it will have implications for decades to come.
It sounds like you're actually open to the idea that it might be the right decision for him to step aside.
I think what I'm stressing is it has to be his decision. But we have to be honest with ourselves that it wasn't just a horrible night. But I won't go beyond that out of my respect and understanding President Joe Biden.
Why is it his decision? Why is there an age minimum, but not an age limit as to when you can be a president? And I'm not talking that the limit should be like 60, you know what I mean? Like, or even 70. Go ahead. The man is 81. Come on, man. Why is this our only choice here? Why is this the only options for representation for us? He's not going to choose it on his own. That's the problem. And we don't have another option. So what is the choice? What are we choosing? And how are you going to manipulate all of this, everything we're seeing, to still choose him? What, because we want to choose the party? I don't feel confident about the party if the party is only giving me this option. And that should be something that it should be said. It shouldn't just be, oh, Trump is bad, the Republicans are bad, and what are we gonna do otherwise? It should be something more than that. You should be giving me a reason to vote for you. Instead, you're giving me a reason to walk away from you, bro. And don't be baffled when more people end up doing that, because this is a joke. Let's be frank about this. This is a joke.
These are people, several of them, who are very close to President Biden, who love him, have supported him, and been among them are some people who have raised a lot of money for him. And they are adamant that what we saw the other night, the Joe Biden we saw, is not a one-off, that there have been 15, 20 occasions in the last year and a half when the president has appeared somewhat as he did in that horror show. And people I've talked to have all been to Ron Klain in the last year to say, we have a problem. We have a problem such as we saw the other night, that there have been numerous instances where the president has lost his train of thought, can't pick it up again. There was a fundraiser at which he started at the podium, and then he became very stiff, according to the people there, as if it were almost a kind of rigor mortis.
There's reporting that Democratic governors have been trying to get a meeting with the president, but they haven't been able to. They haven't heard from the president. They wanted something at least from the vice president, just something to give them some type of assurance, confidence going into this election. And I want to get into the whole Project 2025. I'm sure that many of you know what that is or have heard, because that becomes the option. It's not about who to pick. It's about the party to pick, because you should be afraid of that person and that party because of what they might do. So choose this one, even though the president is terrible, because at least it's a better option than the other one. I guess that's an argument, but it also seems like fear-mongering to me. It really does. Yo, can we just, unplug for a little bit, bro? Can you please? Can y'all please just stop repeating the same talking points? Stop acting like have some free thought for a second. It just frustrates me. Where the main response from so many people, especially on social media and stuff like that, the left-wing social media, yeah, it was bad. 2 old white men arguing about golf and things like that. Yeah, it was bad. But this ain't about them. It's about avoiding Project 2025. Are you kidding me? That's your response? You're basically undermining what I, as a viewer, am watching. I don't know how y'all feel about this, but it's just disgusting to me that we're in this place. And it makes, I'll say it again, I've said it before on the pod, it makes me not want to give my vote to anyone. I don't want to vote. I want to sit out. And I know a lot of y'all in the comments are going to be like, you have a voice. My voice is to say nothing on this. A lot of y'all in the comments, but if the Republicans get into power, they'll be blah, blah, blah. I hear that. And I am worried about that. Don't get me wrong. But what are you giving me? I'm terrified of the other option too. The memes and jokes and all that stuff of how much are tickets out of this country? I think that is the most honest take on all of this. I think that is the take that I agree with the most. How about I don't want to play in this no more? I don't want to be in your sandbox anymore. How about I'm done with both of y'all? How about I go somewhere where they have more than just a 2-party system? How about I get out of here? That's where I'm at right now. But anyway, let me know where you're at. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm horribly wrong. Let me know in the comments below. If I am wrong, please tell me why. Don't just get at me, my character, all that stuff. I hope that you were able to hear me. I hope that you were able to give me a fair shot, and let's have a discussion. I'm open to that. I'm not sold out on what I'm thinking. All I'm saying is that this is what makes sense to me. This has been the Can't Focus podcast, where we focus on everything and nothing at the same time. I go by the name of Alive. You can find me at Alive Raps, and you can follow us at Can't Focus POD as well. Appreciate all y'all. I respect your choice no matter what. Catch y'all later. Peace.